What's up? DJ Bobby here. Here to bring you, I don't know what to call these videos, but we're just gonna call them Thoughts from Bobby for now. I was recently at my favorite used bookstore, and it got me thinking, like, you remember whenever you used to, like, I'm a huge movie fan. Huge movie fan. Never really used to be into books, but uh, now I find myself gravitating more towards them instead of movies and stuff like that. Uh, More because I get the same type of feeling that I used to get in uh, a video store or rental video store back in the day. Yes, I'm old. Uh, and whenever you used to go to a video store back in the day and rent movies, you would basically just be renting stuff off of a description, a title. That's all you had to go off of. And you're just rolling the dice, seeing if it was good or not. Like nowadays, we have access to all this, stuff on the internet. All these reviews, these uh, trailers, and so on and so forth. And books nowadays, yeah, you can find reviews and stuff like that, but they're kind of still a mystery to me because I don't really trust most people's reviews of books because books can be interpreted like really different by person to person. So I'm like, okay, I gotta read, The Hobbit. I gotta read Harry Potter. See what it's all about. That's the only way that you'll ever find out really what it's about. So if you go to the source material, uh, so like I find myself more often at a used bookstore browsing through their old books, getting the feelings that I used to get at a video store, being like, oh, I wonder if this movie was any good. Nowadays, I think of, I wonder if this book's any good. And that's my juice on it nowadays. But I'm here to tell you, not only is that like me turning towards books, but I'm here to say that I think they're probably the best form of entertainment, in my opinion, now. And I've thought about the reasons why, and here are some of them. Yes, they're in my phone. Well, my old phone, my iPhone now, or my iPod now. No SIM card. Uh, iPod. Old phone. Great iPod. Definitely a great iPod. Anyways, uh, so my number one point is, all right, I get all these feelings of going to, a video store and, um, you know, at a bookstore now. But not only that is I can leave the bookstore without spending a bajillion dollars on movies or on books, actually, because used books are like nothing. Like they're, I don't know, $2 to $5, if that, and some of them, if you go to the right places, are like 25 cents to under a dollar for books. A whole book, a whole story for under 25 cents. Or, or 25 cents or more. Whatever. Uh, I've found books, for 75 cents. I think I just picked up, whenever I went to my bookstore the other day, Invasion of the Body Snatchers. It was a super old copy. I don't know how old. But it was like a pocketbook, Pulp Fiction type pocketbook. I didn't know it came in one of those. I bought it immediately. It's only 25 cents. And that's probably one of the coolest purchases I've had from that store. Alright, not only are they cheap, but they don't require any power. No electricity needed. None. None. No electricity. So whenever, World War III ends up happening or whatever, if we go off the grid and we don't have power, I'm still gonna be entertained. uh, or if that never happens, I'm still gonna be entertained, but very cheaply and forever, literally. I mean, unless the book pages degrade or I treat them terribly. I'm not known to do that, but maybe I could, or maybe someone else could. It could be a thing. But, alright, not only are they electricity free, but they're easy to jump in and out of. Alright. Uh, books. Books are made up of. Let's see if I found one. Chapters. Chapters. They're made up of chapters. They're just made to be chunked, and that's why I find myself really liking about books. Is the if I just read a chapter a day, I can read a book. I mean, that's all you need to do. I mean, you don't really need to do more than that if you really want to read a book. Just read one chapter a day. It's not hard. That's what I'm coming to figure out about books, is that reading's not that hard if you do it for pleasure. If you're trying to read a technical book about, I don't know, some internet programming or computer programming or something, or I don't know, anatomy, that might be boring, but fiction's not boring usually, and that's why I gravitate towards. I'm a big fiction guy, and they're easy to jump out in and out of, and it feels good after you're done reading. That's my next point. No matter how much you read a page, you can read 3 pages, you can read 5 pages, you can read 10 pages. Doesn't matter. After you're done reading, you feel better. I feel great after I'm done reading. Doesn't matter how many pages I've read. I'm reading currently Neil Gaiman's Neverwhere. And his chapters they're 15, 20 pages sometimes. They're real chapters. Some people treat chapters like a page or 2 pages or 3 pages sometimes. This guy, he does real chapters. So that's what I'm dealing with currently, but I don't remember my very last point. Let's see if I can find it. My very last point is there's literally books about everything. Everything that you can think of, there's a book about. I found a book, I found several books that I didn't think were real. I didn't think Star Surgeon was a book. Did you know that Star Surgeon is a book? Now you do. It's a book. I read it. It's not bad. It's pretty good. It's like a series of books, I guess, but hey, Doctor in Space. What? I mean, House in Space? That'd be cool, right? Who wouldn't read that? House in Space. Uh, the I'm throwing my phone for this. This is the last thing. All right. Not only have I found Star Surgeon, but I found uh, a book about a time traveling brothel, and I think that's what I'm gonna leave you with, man. Books. You gotta love them.